Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for February 21, 2024, 2 arrested, firearm and ammunition seized in Trelawney. The Trelawney police have arrested 2 men following the seizure of a firearm and ammunition in the parish on Tuesday. The 6-Sawyer 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 5 rounds of ammunition was seized in Pondside, Wakefield in the parish. The Falmouth police say about 5:45 a.m., lawmen carried out an operation in the area and the firearm was found in a yard during a search. 2 men who occupied the premises were arrested and taken into custody pending further investigation. 2 Westmoreland teen girls go missing. 2 Westmoreland families are on tenterhooks following the disappearance of their daughters, 14-year-old Raquel Lawrence and 13-year-old Sierra Samuels, who are both students of Frome Technical High School. The 2 teenagers, who are said to be best friends, have reportedly been missing since Monday. They were last seen after classes were dismissed. Sierra's mother, Maxine Drummond, told the news that she became concerned when her daughter did not return to their Broughton, Little London home at the usual time. She left yesterday at about 7:30 a.m. When it reached 4:30 p.m., me no hear nothing, the distraught mother said. She said she reported the matter to the Little London police station at 7 p.m. that same day. Drummond said her daughter's disappearance could be as a result of a warning she gave her Monday morning. I kind of have an idea that should have done it, because in the morning I warned her that when she goes to school she must cut off the friendship with Raquel, the mother told the news on Tuesday afternoon. She said her warnings came on the heels of her daughter receiving low grades on her school report and displaying poor behavior in classes. I took her phone, I took her laptop, and I said to her, when you go to school today, I need you to end the friendship with Raquel, and if you're sitting beside her, I need you to move to the front of the class because I can't afford to send you to class and you're not doing anything, the mother recalled telling her daughter. She said this is not the first time her daughter has gone missing, as she ran away last January and was found wandering in downtown Kingston soon after. The mother of 2 is appealing to her daughter to return home. Sarah, please come home. I have warned you a million times what this would be like. Please come home before it is too late, she pleaded. Meanwhile, Raquel's parents are struggling to cope over their daughter's disappearance, which has sent shockwaves across their community of waterworks in the parish. I'm wondering if she's in Kingston. We just come from the doctor, me and my wife. My pressure is up and my wife have to get an injection to calm down, the father, Kenneth Lawrence, said. He is pleading with his daughter, who celebrated her 14th birthday a week ago, to return home. We just want her to come home and even to sit with the police or CPFSA, who can really counsel her, the father begged. According to the police's missing person report, Raquel is of dark complexion, medium build, and about 157 centimeters or 5 feet 2 inches tall. Reports from the Withorn police are that about 7:30 a.m., Raquel was last seen at home wearing her school uniform, a white blouse, green tunic, and a pair of black shoes. She has not been heard from since. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Raquel Lawrence is being asked to contact the Withorn police at 876-957-7713, the 119 police emergency number, or the nearest police station. Meanwhile, Sarah Samuels is of brown complexion, slim build, and about 162 centimeters or 5 feet 4 inches tall. She was last seen in her school uniform, a white blouse, green tunic, and a pair of black shoes. She has not been heard from since. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Sarah Samuels is being asked to contact the Little London police at 876-955-7449, the 119 police emergency number, or the nearest police station. West Kingston cops seek 9 wanted men and 15 persons of interest. The Kingston Western Police have listed 9 wanted men and 15 persons of interest who are being sought in connection with ongoing investigations into a number of criminal activities in the division. The police said they are desirous of interviewing these persons and are asking them to report to the police. The wanted persons are Michael Irons, OCG Blacks, Patrick Webb, Mark Webb, a man known only as Brandon, O.C. Dada, a man known as the Breads, Jumar Miller, O.C. Sawney, Janine Balfour, O.C. Parkey, Richard Fox, O.C. Sutty, a man known only as African, O.C. Haitian. The persons of interest are a man known as Boopsy, a man known as Bonononos, a man known as O'Shane, a man known as a Tweety Bird, Tajay Thompson, O.C. Tico, a man known as Reddy Reddy, a man known as Gerald Douglas, Kiana Prince, O.C. Feather, Javon Gooden, Teresa Burke, a female, a man known as Sarge, Shamal White, O.C. Gov, Ali Dean Davidson, O.C. Dino or Big Dino, Leonardo Malcolm, O.C. Giggs, and Teddy Malcolm, O.C. Teddy Paul. The police are asking these persons to report to the Denham Town Criminal Investigations Branch no later than 6 p.m. Thursday, February 22, 2024. In the meantime, the police are seeking the public's assistance in locating these men. Anyone with information as to their whereabouts is being asked to call the police emergency at 119, Crime Stop at 311, Denham Town CIB at 876-948-6443, Senior Superintendent of Police Michael Phipps at 876-285-1964, or the nearest police station. Police say speeding likely caused the crash that killed the two in Trelawney. The Trelawney police say speeding contributed to Tuesday morning's fatal two-vehicle collision at Spring Hill along the North Coast Highway. The drivers of both vehicles, a gray Toyota Voxy operated as a taxi and a gray Toyota Axio, died at the scene. They have been identified as a 62-year-old taxi operator, Byron Bryan of Duncans, and a 31-year-old Roderick Ray of Samuel Prospect, both in Trelawney. 3 passengers from the taxi were taken to hospital. Deputy Superintendent Winston Milton, commanding officer for the Trelawney Division, said the crash occurred about 8:30 a.m.
The facts as we have them is that the driver of a Toyota Axia motor car was proceeding in an easterly direction, and the driver of the Voxy in an opposite direction, that is the westerly direction, and the driver of the Axia lost control of the vehicle, which hit a guardrail to its left, and which pushes it into the part of the oncoming Toyota Voxy motor car. It is evident, based on the damage done to both vehicles, that at least one or both vehicles were speeding at the time of the impact. But imploring motorists again to be careful when using this corridor. This is a corridor that has a history of fatal and serious motor vehicle crashes. We know that a lot of motorists tend to have a false sense of confidence to tell themselves that they cannot be the victim of motor vehicle collision. Consequently, they continue to speed and not even a warning that we are giving to them.
Political parties chided for not placing emphasis on local government issues. Executive Director of Jamaicans for Justice, Michael Jackson, is siding with the political commentators who have criticized the Jamaica Labour Party and the People's National Party for their approach to the upcoming local government election. Political commentator Dr. Paul Ashley, in a Gleaner article on Tuesday, expressed that advertisements have not placed enough emphasis on local governance and the councillor candidates. He said the ads by both the JLP and the PNP do not encourage electors to vote directly for their councillors. Noted pollster Don Anderson has also previously expressed that the parish council election is being used as a measure to gauge the standing for both the parties heading into the pending parliamentary election. They both argue that the parish council election has morphed into one of national interest and comes down to rallying support for Prime Minister Andrew Holness and the opposition leader Mark Golding. Ms. Jackson, who was commenting on the local government debates last Thursday and Saturday, said the move dilutes the relevance of local government, the local authorities, and the public expectations.
I personally don't believe in this argument that it's a referendum of what political parties are doing and so on. Absolutely, it's a referendum, it's an election, but it cannot be seen as a referendum in a general election sense, because it takes away from the importance of local government. It takes away from the importance of the issues that we mentioned, the needs of the poor in the community, primary health care, health and sanitation levels within your market, the matter of vending, environmental impact assessment. When you focus on the general election approach to get a sense of whether or not you can win your seats in Parliament, it's a disservice to the Jamaican people, and I think we ought to be looking at our political parties and say do better.